Hello and welcome to the 2024 Southland Conference baseball season previews. And I'm joined right now by Lamar University head coach Will Davis and Kanin Dodge. Coach Kanin, thanks so much for taking the time to chat to us today. How you guys doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Kyle.
No, it's awesome to be with you guys. Very much looking forward to baseball season starting so soon now. Excitement must be running through that locker room. Kanan, I'll start with you. What's the feeling like amongst the guys as you guys are getting ready here to finally get started in 2024?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's super ready to go. We're looking forward to Friday night, and we've been doing everything we can to get prepared. We're ready to go. We have high expectations, so we can't wait to hit the field.
And what's the preseason like with Coach Davis? I'm obviously going to ask him in a second about his thoughts and feelings heading into 2024. But from the players' side, Kanan, what's it like with Coach getting you guys ready, and how intense is it?
Coach does a super good job of making sure we're prepared. We cover everything that we need to on the field, and he also does a really good job of just letting us have fun and do our thing. And we're really appreciative of all the coaching staff for doing that, and Coach Davis does a really good job of that.
Coach, those are nice words to hear, I'm sure. So is that a fair reflection on your intention as you went through preseason here?
Yeah, I guess if obviously he's sitting right next to me, so he has to say that. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. So we want to be prepared in all facets, but at the end of the day, we want to have fun, and we feel like we do. But there's nothing more fun than winning. So we got to make sure that we're prepared to win. So that's priority number one. But we can certainly have a lot of fun while we're doing it.
And obviously, just looking back briefly at 2023, number 4 seed in the Southland Conference, but unfortunately 0-2 in the tournament when we got there. How does that memory of last year and how it ended kind of affect your preparations for 2024? Or is it kind of a open and shut, that's done, and we move on in a completely different direction?
I think it's the second thing that you said. I don't think that you don't start the season where the last year ended. We have new players. We have a lot of guys back, but at the end of the day, we have a lot of new people. And so, I've kind of learned that each year is an entity into its own self. So, we're focused on Southern Indiana. So that's what we're looking for. And the tournament is so far away. If we're fortunate enough to qualify for it, we're not thinking about that at all right now. I mean, I know that's coach speak, to the max, but that's how you have to approach this game.
Well, then let's start with Southern Indiana, and let's start with the road trip down there to Alabama this weekend to get things going. Was that a deliberate decision to kind of start the season on the road? Is that something that you recognize with this team, that being able to be successful away from Beaumont is going to be crucial as you go through the season?
No, to answer your question, scheduling is done several years out, or it's supposed to be several years out. However, we changed conferences 3 times in 3 years, which can make scheduling very difficult. So we like actually opening up at home for our fans, but we got to the point where beggars could not be choosers. So we saw the South Alabama tournament, which is in driving distance for us, had an opening, so we jumped all over it because I didn't want to get in a situation where we weren't playing opening weekend. So we're excited. I think it worked out good. It's something unique. We've tried to do this one time since I've been here, and COVID ran through our team on the day that we were supposed to play, so we didn't actually did not end up opening on the road. But hopefully, I don't anticipate that happening this year. So I think it'll be a good deal for us to play in a neutral site and then play South Alabama on Saturday, and it'll be good for our guys. I'm sure when you do it on the road, it feels like the season starts on that Thursday because you get on the bus, and so I like that feeling of it from that aspect. It seems like it gets here a little quicker.
And Kanan, looking ahead down the schedule, you've got trips to Baylor, trips to Texas A&M, a series at Oklahoma, some big names on that schedule, coupled with plenty of home action in Beaumont. So how do you feel about the ability to go and test yourselves against those big schools in the SEC and other conferences?
Yeah, I mean those games are always fun. We look forward to them. They're fun games, and last year we showed the ability to beat a lot of those teams. So we're hoping that we can do the same thing this year, and we'll just go play our game.
Coach, kind of the same question for you. Having those names on the schedule, coupled with a number of impressive home tournaments as well. Obviously, you said this happened a number of years out, but how did you go about building this particular schedule?
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to look for good fits, and we don't really want to get on airplanes. So, there's a lot of good opponents within driving distance. So, non-conference scheduling can be tricky, especially now that we only have 8 series in the Southland with a bye week. So, just getting it done and filling the schedule is priority number one for me. And you got a good mix of teams, and we're to the point now in our program where we expect to beat those teams. Certainly, I'm not saying that they can't beat us. Of course, they can beat us as well. But we had 5 Power 5 wins last year, and anytime we line up against them, there's no moral victories. If we're not the team with more runs on the scoreboard at the end, we're getting on that bus pretty upset. So I like where it's at from that standpoint. That's where you want it to be. When I first got to Lamar, it was not like that for our guys. We would lose close games to those teams, and it was kind of, like I said, that moral victory almost. But there's no more of that. We're going there to win those games, and just like we are with any opponent that we play.
And Kanan, just for you, last year you started all 55 games for Lamar, which is pretty incredible considering that kind of longevity throughout the very long season down there. So what enables you to stay healthy and stay fresh and be able to contribute day in, day out throughout a long season like that?
Yeah, I mean, you just try and take care of your body the best you can, I try and do everything I can, whether it's, eating right, our workouts, try and do the best I can in the weight room. And, we got a great training staff. Everybody just pulling on the rope, and we're getting it done.
And what's it been like this year, kind of the cyclical nature of college athletics we know, so bringing in new members into that locker room, and as you look around that locker room of your teammates, where's your confidence level heading into 2024?
Super confident. We brought in, we already had a good returning group, and we brought in a lot of really talented guys, and we're all meshing really well. We love our team, and we just can't wait to hit the field together.
Coach, as Kanan said, you're bringing in talented guys. So what exactly is it that you're looking for in student athletes to come and join this program down there at Lamar?
Well, Callum, we're kind of to the point now where, the last couple of years we've been pretty good. So, we're looking to bring in guys that add to what we have. So that can be challenging. And, when you get to that level, and we found a lot of those guys at the junior college level or from 4-year transfers. So we've added some nice pieces. And to add to what Kanan said, I want to give him, credit, because I know he's not going to talk about himself, but it's meshed really well, and he's a big reason why, because he's the unquestioned leader of our team, and that's why he's on this Zoom call today. So I have a lot of confidence that the season will go very well, both on the field and in the locker room, because of this guy to my left right here.
And along with Kanan, I think I counted 19 different seniors on the roster. It feels like a very experienced group. Is that by design, to have that kind of older leadership group to bring up the youngsters into the roster?
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously there are good freshmen out there, there are good sophomores out there, but if you look at any sport, the majority of the people winning the awards are juniors and seniors. So that's kind of what we're looking for. And the only downside to that is that senior day is going to take forever. So we're gonna have to probably start that like a couple hours early. We might give each guy their own day, like just throughout, they all have their own home game.
That's brilliant. Kanan, I get, just on that senior leadership group, you and your teammates have obviously been through a lot together there, and now leading these youngsters into 2024. So what would it mean for this senior leadership group to go out in the way that everybody wants to, right? With a Southern Conference championship?
Yeah, that's really that's our goal. That's everything we're working for. We're working really hard to accomplish it, and that's what we want to accomplish at the end of the year.
Awesome. And I just want to take a second, maybe just to get to know a couple of your teammates a little bit better and pull back the curtain on maybe some other talents that some of your teammates have. So if we were hypothetically going to run a Southland Conference Olympics, and you had to pick 2 of your teammates to compete with you in every single sport that we sponsor across the conference, which 2 teammates do you think would be the best assets to your team?
Every sport.
Golf is one, so you got to think about that.
I've got to say, I'll probably have to go Jack Shaw and Luke Bumpus. They're pretty versatile. They're all around. I have to give them their credit. They're some athletic guys. So I'd probably go with those two.
Coach, is that a fair assessment?
He would know better than me. I guess we're assuming that pickleball translates over to tennis. I'm assuming that's part of the scouting report on the on those two.
I like that. That's definitely. I mean, hey, that's a good idea. If you can find ways to translate things across, then that's a great way to finish it. And coach, I guess just lastly for you as you look to 2024, just give me kind of your outset on the team as a whole and your expectations as we head into the 2024 season.
Yeah, like I've told the guys this numerous times in the lead up that we have everything we need to be successful. So, we want to win the conference, just like you said. That's our goal. I mean, I know that there are other teams that are good enough to win it. So we just got to win the games when we play those teams. I mean, it's that cut and dry. So, that's what we're working, toward all year. And I think we're to the point where if we don't achieve that goal, we'll be somewhat disappointed.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing you in action very, very shortly. We'll wish you nothing but the best of luck for the trip down to Alabama for opening weekend, and we'll wish you all the best for the entirety of 2024.
All right,
Thank you very much.